360 albums tourney, matchup number 8 pits R.E.M, well-known R.E.M, against lesser well-known Sigh from Japan, R.E.M from Athens, Georgia. So we've got Out of Time by R.E.M versus H's Him. I'm not going to say the first word because it's the kind of thing that's going to set off all kinds of bells and whistles on TikTok. H's Him by Sigh. So let's start with R.E.M. I had this album in high school. I don't know why I got this CD in high school. It's probably added on by Columbia House or BMG for some sort of introductory offer thing. Our dog's being a good guard dog right now, if you're wondering in the background. Probably because she's ticked off about these two albums. So the R.E.M album was kind of boring. I can't stand that first song, Radio Song. I didn't like it when I was in high school, and I don't like it now. Losing My Religion carries that album. And then there were some mellow songs like I think Low and maybe Country Feedback that I was able to listen to on repeat at work at a low volume and get away with listening to it in the office. Sigh, I could not listen to in the office, not while there were any clients in the office, because Sigh is very non-mellow. It's very energetic, up front, in your face. I got this album or CD in 2007 when it came out. I was a disc jockey, WRFL, college radio station for University of Kentucky, graveyard shift, and the End Records sent it in, and I really enjoyed it. I know Logville and Stagg still enjoys it. I enjoyed it back then, but it hasn't aged well. Out of Time by R.E.M hasn't aged that well. I don't like it as much as I did in high school. And H's Him by Sigh has not aged well. I liked it back then, the avant-garde nature. I thought it was very interesting. Now it's kind of sounding like a mashup of Tim Burton film scores and Cradle of Filth, which if that's your thing, you probably really like it, but it's not my thing as much as it was in 2007. Kind of moved on a bit. There was no standout tracks that reeled me in. Definitely Losing My Religion stood out on R.E.M. So I got to say, it was a struggle. I listened to R.E.M over 100 times, but a lot of that was being able to listen to mellow stuff at low volume at work, and I listened to Sigh only like 25 times, and it was kind of laborious. It wasn't enjoyable. On the way home from work, I was listening to both, and I just got tired of both of them. Even on shuffle, I kept skipping songs, so I went ahead and put the 10th matchup on shuffle. Two albums that easily would have beaten either of these, but when you use a random number sequencer to pick up your matchups, you're going to have some matchups that are just not enjoyable, and that was the case this time. So moving on, hopefully it performs better half a year from now when it's in the round of 180. It's Out of Time by R.E.M. It's not out of time yet, but 6 months from now it may be. So let me know. What do you think? You like Out of Time by R.E.M? Has it aged well for you? Have you ever heard Sigh from Japan? Some of their other albums I still like. Cheers.